Most of the fields that we have defined inside a migration will do the trick, but they are not security proof. Laravel allows you to chain methods to the table object, which allows you to change the behavior of a column. So let's say that the title of a post needs to be required. It's a lot cleaner to define this inside a migration, so basically inside MySQL, rather than doing this inside your code. Or maybe you want to set the Boolean value of a column to a default value of true. Or another example might be the slug, since you only want to create a slug after the title has been added, since the slug is based on the title. This can all be realized with column modifiers. And for now, Laravel has a total of 18 column modifiers that you could apply on your columns. The first column modifier that I want to add is right on our string title, which will be unique, which specifies that the value of a column should be unique. The value that should be unique in our example is obviously the title. The reason why the title is unique is because the slug will be generated based on the title. And since the slug will be used inside the URI, we cannot have duplication right here. Quick tip, the table object also allows you to use the unique method directly on it. It will not create a new column for you, but right after your timestamps, you could say, well, get me the table, and chain the unique method to it, where you could add a column that should be unique. So let's say the title. This only works when one column is unique, but it also has an alternative. So let's duplicate the line, and let's say that we want to get rid of the title in the second value. We first need to pass in an array where we could add unique column names. So let's say the title is unique, but also the slug. Keep in mind that there isn't a right or wrong right here. You could chain it to your table object like we have done, or you could simply use the unique method. For now, let's just delete the two unique methods that we added. Now let's say that the slug is unique as well. Now the second one is pretty interesting as well, which we are going to add on the excerpt method, and it is named comment, which basically adds a MySQL comment to your column to add more clarification. We could basically say that the excerpt is a summary of the post. Now to improve your readability if you have too many methods chained, you could simply add it on the line below. Now, like I've mentioned before, Laravel also allows you to chain the default method. Let's do that for the is_published column, which specifies the default content for a column if no value has been provided. Whenever new posts are created, you don't want to publish them directly since it could be a draft as well. So what we could say right here is that the is_published column has a default of false. With the addition of a default, every single row that is being added inside our database where the is_published has not been added will have a default of false right here. Now the order that you define right inside your schema builder does matter, since it will also be your schema of your table. But let's say that you want to have the minutes to read column as your first column. What Laravel allows you to do is chaining the first method to it, which will place it at the first when migrating. But honestly, I don't really see the point of using it, so let's get rid of it. The ID column that we have at the top is an auto increment value, meaning that every time a new row gets added into their database, the ID will increase itself with 1. The starting point of it is 1 as well. But let's say that you want to have a starting point of 1000, where we could chain the from method to it, where you could pass in an integer, which will represent the new starting point. So let's say that our new post should start with ID number 1000. Now some fields could also be optional for users. So let's say that the minutes to read column right at the bottom is just an extra field that does not need to be filled in by default. Laravel allows you to chain the nullable method to it, which allows null values to be inserted into the column. The nullable method accepts a Boolean as a parameter, but keep in mind that this is optional since the default value has been set to true. So you only need to pass in false to make sure that the column is not nullable. Now these were most of the column modifiers you should know. There are a couple more which allows you to modify the char set, collation and date time, but from my personal experience, you will most likely never use them. This was it for the column modifiers episode inside the Mastering Laravel Databases and Eloquent course, where we talked about the available column modifiers on the blueprint table object.